transfer money from Australia to the USA. Now, you would think that most of the banks in the world, such as Barclays Bank and HSBC and any fintech company, would be really at the top of Google for keywords such as how to transfer money from Australia to the USA, especially considering how much volume there is. There's a search volume of over 300 searches per month. That's 3,600 searches per year of people actively typing that into Google. We're not talking about just any keyword here. We're actually talking about this exact phrase, which is quite long. It's what we call, in the search terms, we call it a long tail keyword. And 300 people choose to type that keyword into Google in order to get their responses. But what we've discovered, or especially within the fintech industry, is that absolutely nobody, or almost nobody, has that exact phrase anywhere on their website. It's a little bit strange to see. So allow me to share my screen and show you how to transfer money from Australia. And what I'm about to show you, so right now TransferWise shows up with the featured snippet, which is great, but Google had to actually do this for TransferWise using a crawl, and they put it up there because they had no other options. Now, what happens when we look at this keyword with a phrase match instead of a broad match? We end up with 5 results in the entire world. 5 websites in the entire world have that exact phrase somewhere on their website, including fintech.searchtitans.com. But we did it just to prove a point. So when you click on that link, you come to our website. Fair enough. And we used worldfirst.com to illustrate how to transfer money from Australia to the United States, and we properly structured this page and its content with structured data such as how to. Now, I'm about to click, just in case this bugs out, I'm about to click on the Google Search Console, and as you can see, we're looking at fintech.searchtitans.com and the results of the work that we did not even 2 weeks ago. So 2 weeks ago, that's to say May 5th, is when we built for the first time fintech.searchtitans.com, and we created that content and we submitted it to Google with the how-to featured snippet enhancement. Now the how-to is actually the structured data that we used, and Google Search Console calls it an enhancement. And that's because it's rich media. It's different to basic text SEO. Everybody else is doing basic text SEO. Everybody can see that. But even then, when I say everybody else, what I really mean is 5 separate companies are doing text-based SEO only. Even TransferWise did not actually use the structured data to tell Google that it was a how-to article. Google crawled it, it determined that it was a how-to article, and so it gave them the featured snippet because nobody else was even trying to rank for that. And as you can see, even though we're not a bank, even though we don't even offer this service, even though we don't do that, fintech.searchtitans is appearing all over Google's search engine results pages for the keyword transfer money to Australia, transfer money from Australia to USA. These are variations. These are broad match variations of the keyword that we wanted to target, which is exactly how to transfer money from Australia to the United States. Why? Because there's 300 searches per month just for that exact phrase, and as you can see, it's $3.40 per click and so on. And we wanted to demonstrate to the fintech industry, to all the banks out there, that if we can rank in position, even on page 10, for all of these really valuable keywords, what does that say about the banks and their SEO? And more importantly, what does it say about their featured snippet optimization? It says that they have a lot of work to do. So that's one big lesson that we'd like to learn, that we'd like to teach today, is using it's using featured snippet optimization structured data tool to effectively rank above position 1 for these amazing keywords. And not just not just in text, not even just in how-to, but also using images. And this is what we call rich media content. Any image, any video, any how-to article, anything which separates out from the standard text-based search engine optimization is considered rich media. Now, we haven't yet made a video for this particular keyword, but we will. But right now, we're in position 1 for, even without the phrase match of the keyword, we're going to go to broad match now. Even without the phrase match, we're still in position 2, right next to Western Union. Come on, Western Union is like the definition of sending money abroad. So they're in position 1, fair enough. But how are we in position 2 and 4? As you can see, Fintech Search Titans shows up right here. And it's this really strange it's this really strange impact that it's this really strange fact that the fintech industry, that the marketing departments of basically any bank, even Western Union and all of these other companies really need to take under consideration is that SEO is no longer just about text. It's about rich media content. It's about structuring your data so that Google, Yahoo, and Bing can properly read your content and can properly publish properly publish your rich media content directly into the streams, directly into the search engine results pages. Right, well, that's just about it for today's live stream. But one more thing I'd like to talk about while we still have time. Let's look at the power of reviews. So another thing that nobody seems to be doing, even when they do rank, nobody seems to have reviews, the 5-star reviews listed underneath their listings on Google in any way, shape, or form. The entire page, there's almost 100 listings here. PayPal, MoneyGram, not one of them. Oh, here we go. We have one. Remitly, this is probably position 60 or something, has a 4.6 rating with 21,000 reviews. Congratulations to them. But the reason they have these 5 stars or 4.6 stars here is because they properly structured out the reviews on their page. And doing that will result in getting not only those 5-star review ratings, but it will increase the quantity of clicks and the quantity of impressions on your search results. So allow me to show you searchtitans.com, because we have more structured data on the main website than we do anywhere else. And when we come down here, as you can see, we have our great keywords and we're getting impressions. This is normal overall impressions for keywords. But now when we click on search appearance, now we get to see what kind of rich media content is actually getting those impressions, getting those clicks, what the click-through rate is. This is where things get really interesting. I highly recommend that if you're watching this live stream or if you watch a recording of it, I recommend that you go to Google Search Console and instead of just looking at the queries, look at search appearance as well. Now, nothing will show up under search appearance unless you have enhancements. And you can't have enhancements unless you have featured snippets and structured data. So, as you can see, we have products, Q&A, logos, job posting, breadcrumbs, and videos. And this is really where the power of featured snippets becomes not only relevant, but evident. As you can see, most of our impressions at Search Titans comes from our videos. 4,900 impressions and 9 clicks. In fact, we have more clicks from videos than we do the rest of the type of content that we have. Our product results actually have a higher click-through rate, but we have less impressions because the products that we have are related to certification, e-commerce certification, apprenticeship programs, and so that's great that we're getting those impressions, but we're not going to get as many impressions from our product reviews because it's not a typical product that people would look for. However, it is very much something that people would look for videos. It is an industry in which most people would look for videos. And that's why we think that we're getting the most impressions from videos and rich results. Rich results can mean logos, Q&A, and job posting, breadcrumbs, anything that stands out from normal text-based content. And then finally we have the review snippets. As you can see, we have 1,300 impressions from our review snippets and 3 clicks. This is what gives us more, shall we say, authority. It gives us more trustworthiness. When people see that we have 5-star reviews, they're more likely to click on our links than they are for people that don't have 5 stars at all, and so on and so forth. So the next time you go to the Google Search Console, click on performance. Well, let's go through it, shall we? Click on performance. This will take you to the standard queries and search results right here. And then in the tabs, instead of just looking at your keywords, click on search appearance, and that's where you'll see the effect of your featured snippet enhancements. All right. Well, thank you so much for watching today's live stream. Next week's live stream will be much more, so to speak, streamlined. This week we had a lot of technical issues, but next week it will be a lot better, and the week after that will even be even better. And hopefully next week we'll be hearing from our CEO, Jonathan Kohler. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll see you next week.